So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the BOBOVR AP2 open-ear headphones. And the reason that I've been kind of waiting to drop any info about these is because I never received a price. And that kind of does have a massive impact on whether you're going to recommend these earphones. It's currently on the BOBOVR website. They are now available for $40 or £37. But that's currently on offer. It doesn't state a date, how long they're on offer or why they're on offer even. I'm assuming it's a launch pricing thing. And then they're going to go up to around $60. So you can adjust these earphones pretty easily. You can make them go up or down, in and out and stuff. And personally, the reason I was looking forward to these is because I just prefer over-the-ear headphones anyway, and having used an Index in the past and even the Crystal, actually, I definitely prefer over-ear headphones. And I think open ear is pretty cool because it doesn't take you out of your environment. Now for some people, they might be thinking, well, that's not a good thing in VR. You want to be more immersed by not being able to hear anything. But it doesn't really take away from the game using these, unless you're in a noisy environment. Obviously, if you're not in a noisy environment, it doesn't really matter. So down to sound quality. So just to show you here, right, there's like a bass air hole here. Literally, I had to position these exactly right for me to go, do you know what? These are actually pretty decent, because if you don't position them exactly right, so I didn't want them touching my ears, right? I didn't want to know that they were touching my ears, but they were like millimeters away. Only then are these worthy of a purchase. The sound quality is very good, but you have to get it to that millimeter precision for the bass to make any impact. If you take them even like a couple of mil away from your ears, you're going to lose a lot of the bass. All right, the sound quality is there. And the other thing they don't do, like the inner ear ones, is they're not a lot quieter, but they're quieter. Probably 10% quieter. Does it really matter? I'm not sure, because how many of you actually have these up at full volume in the headset? I personally don't. I find these can go extremely loud. They do distort a little bit. Like it's not great sound quality when you have full volume. So I tend to have those headphones, I tend to have these set to around 80% and these up to 100%. And I think for the money, they're pretty good. As I said, the only thing is the bass does suffer if you don't get them in the right place. And I think that is where the cost is in effect. The build quality is really good, and they're not powered. Someone asked me if these needed batteries. They don't. You just plug them in as per the normal ones via an auxiliary lead on the back of the headset, and that's it. You're good to go. Now, personally, would I have preferred them to make something more substantial, or more expensive and more substantial? I actually would. I would have preferred to have these be able to go a lot louder and a lot more bassier. But for $60, I actually think they're quite good. Now, this is where it gets a bit complicated. If you don't like inner earphones, then I would say get these. But if you're happy with what you've got, then I wouldn't necessarily think these are a must buy. They're more of like, if you just don't like having inner earphones, and a lot of people don't, you know, they might have like earwax issues or whatever. Now, what are my like final thoughts on these after having them for a few days? I've played a certain amount of games with them. I think they look cool, but that doesn't really matter. I don't think they're a replacement for these. I think the headphones that you get with the PSVR2 are actually really good quality. I would say these are a good option. They're not an upgrade. That's what I need to get clear. I don't think they're an upgrade over what we've already got, but they are a good option. So if you just don't like inner earphones and you position these exactly right, I think you're going to be quite happy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you pick them up, let me know down in the comments. I know a lot of you ask about my head strap. It's a globular cluster head strap. And if you want to know about all my VR accessories, make sure you watch this video right here.